Well, here we are, King of the Casuals, episode 87. Can't believe it. UFC Fight Night, Jan versus DVALISHVILI. If I said it wrong, I apologize. DVALISHVILI. And it's a quick one today for our predictions, and I happened to track down one of the fellows from the West Coast, and believe it or not, I believe he's in his car. Before we get to that, just a reminder that the reason we do this podcast is to honor the life of Jack McCarthy, Jackie Mac Forever, Forever 19, a victim of drug induced homicide, was poisoned by fentanyl, left us on September 25th, 2021, and we've missed him ever since. But that's the reason that we continue this podcast, because nobody liked MMA and combat sports more than Jackie Mac. And this is our salute to Jack, and one way to remind people not to take fucking pills that your doctor didn't prescribe you, because chances are 6 in 10 have fentanyl in them. And I'm done preaching. With that said, let's bring in none other than Jacob from the... There he is. Jake.
Hey,
how are you, my
Jake,
man?
I'm good, man. I'm not Nate. I'm parked, not driving aimlessly in the wilderness.
That was one of my favorite moments in King of the Casuals history, when Nate came on driving for like maybe 2 minutes, said two stupid things. Well, maybe he didn't say stupid things. Said a couple of things, and then then he left for good. And you're like, well, Nate, thanks for your participation today. It was very insightful.
Well,
So I this card, last time, of course, we did the John Jones podcast, and
yeah, let's talk about that just for a sec, huh?
let's talk about it real quick. We had predicted everybody predicted Shevchenko, but we all did it hesitantly. And the truth is that I think do you remember me taking, and then I switched.
You wanted Grasso. I was more one-sided towards Shevchenko on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And still, if you were to tell me right now, all right, Jake, here is the lines for the rematch, I'd probably still put money on Shevchenko, right? But give Alexa Grasso her dues. The way she was able to take Shevchenko's back so quickly, and then to be able to submit Shevchenko like that, I couldn't believe it.
That was the last thing I would have thought. I would never have predicted a submission, but now we know she's the real deal.
Yeah, and if you remember, I think I called either a submission or a TKO in the third round area.
Yeah, so. You did. The spin kick when you're tired is not the move. I mean, who am I to tell Shevchenko? But I can tell you, it is. I mean, the spin kick's a great move when you're not exhausted. But hers was like Nate Diaz slow motion. I mean, I love Nate. Look, I love Nate Diaz. He's a great jiu-jitsu player and awesome hands. But I mean, he's not a guy that can kick much. So
he's got some decent leg kicks, but he's just so weird and lanky that they always look weird. Right? Yeah. He's got some decent leg kicks.
So quickly, we'll just say that John Jones surprised no one, other than that he did it quicker than I thought. So much so that we don't really know how good he is, other than
yeah, we do. He answered everything right there. He not only was able to stand there and trade a few punches with Cyril Gane, but he found his opportunity. He didn't get denied his opportunity. And then when he saw an opportunity to take the submission, he took it, and he got it almost immediately.
He did.
It was definitive. Now, the next fight that I think has already been booked for July 8th.
The Fireman.
Stipe versus John.
That's different.
I don't think it is, though. I think this fight is easier than the fight that John was just in.
Wow. I don't know. Yeah, no. I don't know. I mean, I think Stipe is a better wrestler than John.
Sure, but he's not a better wrestler than Jones.
No.
And he's also not a better striker dynamically than Jones. He may be a better technical boxer than Jones.
He's a better boxer for sure.
But Jones is still going to have the reach on him, which he always does. Jones is probably going to be right around the same weight as Stipe.
Stipe is going to be heavy, I bet. It'll be about 250.
Yeah, I think they both come in somewhere between 240 and 250, which is great. But Jones' jiu-jitsu is stronger. Jones' wrestling is stronger. Jones' dynamic striking and his ability to throw strikes from angles that you don't see them coming from is just on a different level than Stipe. And don't get me wrong, if this fight were 3 years ago, I'd have been really excited for it because I think Stipe even had a different confidence then.
Yeah, he did.
He does now.
Well, Jones is also just mean. And speaking of mean, we tonight we have Piotr Yan, who is really mean. You see him during the face-off. And before we get into the card, I think we have there's another casual who's going to be joining us. A surprise visit tonight. The one and the only casual, Josh, coming into our. There he is, coming into your living rooms.
That's right.
Time out. That's not Josh. That's Animal from the Muppets.
There he is. I just missed the half shirt. Josh, number of comments online of when we were predicting one of the fight cards, and you said, I like Rosenstrike. I'm going to pick him just because he's got strike in his name.
Can't argue with that logic.
Didn't he? I'm pretty sure he ended up winning.
Of course he did. You're usually right about all your picks. That's the brilliance of it.
I think I was like 90% on that. It was
pretty good.
There's a method to my madness over here.
I know there is.
I'm
watching right now.
I just picked. I pick whichever color of the shorts I like the best, and I'm normally right. It's crazy.
By the way, nice. I'm digging the beard. That's pretty sweet. You ought to do like a Lane Staley and
this is
some Alice in Chains rubber bands.
This right here is the old butt brush and flavor saver. You know what I mean?
Don't you enable him in his lack of personal hygiene.
They called this morning.
Josh, take your hat off. Take your hat off.
They called this morning and said,
what in the actual fuck?
That's amazing.
Hey, bro, I'm going to Venmo you $50 so you can get a haircut and a shave.
No, man. Just fucking let go till the wheels fall off.
What are you talking about? He looks like he's actually hiding out in like a hotel conference room right now.
He's No Country for Old Men right there somewhere. So he's not Javier.
He's at a Flying J's rest stop in the back of a gas station right now.
What's so funny is yesterday I talked to Jake. I FaceTimed him and he's like, hang on. He's like, are you okay? I was like, yeah.
No.
What are you talking about? He's like, you just look like you've given up on life.
No, I don't believe that for a second. I think you look beautiful.
It looks said out of concern and love for my little brother, but
I love it.
I mean, the reason we're actually here, Josh, we love you.
Yeah, this is an intervention. It's not really a casual.
We really care about you, but the smells and the look. We've gotten out of hand.
I guess. If it's the smell, it's got to be bad if you can smell it from there.
Yeah.
Hey man, I know beats are good, but I did not know they had smell technology because I smell you right now.
Oh my god. So let's get into, rather than have this intervention, let's get into the fights. It's UFC Fight Night. Yan versus DVALISHVILI. Is that right? A guy from Russia. Yeah, a guy from Russia. I wish Nate were here to get him to try and pronounce the names. So we've got a Russian versus a Georgian. So there's that. Yan did a very, very bad boy thing.
Yeah.
At the weigh-in. He went to push him, but the way he pushed him, his thumb was out, which we all know, those of us who mess around a little bit in combat sports. That's meant to hit the Adam's apple. It's like a choke. Anyway. Stupid thing on Jan's, but I think Jan just has a bad. He can't control himself from kneeing people in the head, and I
just don't think he makes great choices.
He doesn't.
I think
he made a good choice on his wife.
I haven't seen her.
She seems very nice.
Okay, but ever since he's lost, I feel like And he's, you know, honestly, I think it's since the O'Malley fight, he's really kind of played into this heel character. You know,
Yeah.
he comes off and he's like, well, I don't, you know, I'm just gonna beat this, you know, I'm gonna beat this guy up. But he's already talking about fighting O'Malley again. It's like, dude, you're about to fight a guy who doesn't give a shit about your plans whatsoever. DVALISHVILI is on a roll. He's mean, and he fights for days. That dude will take punches.
Got good cardio.
Do you see his last fight?
I did.
He's
Of course
almost
I did.
out. He's almost out on 3 separate occasions and comes back to win the fight. And
I watched him. Sorry, I interrupted you. No, he did.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
I watched him fight a girl sparring twice his size the other day. But
Yeah.
he seems like a good guy. Anyway, we'll get to that main event, but let's go quickly through the main card.
Come on, Jeff, where are you?
Starting with Petrino versus Turkash.
Josh, are you home?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm in the studio.
He's kicking it in the studio, you know.
AKA your closet.
He's got a wall full of plaques.
I mean, it's close to my closet.
Yeah, all right.
There's just
don't turn your camera. I'm afraid we'll see some like a dead mannequin. Watch it. So, Josh, we have Petrino versus Turkash.
Oh fuck!
What do you like?
We'll go with the dude who's undefeated, just because I don't know anything about either. What is that? Is that the other dude Swedish? Is that?
Yes. But Petrino, who is from Brazil, is 7-0, and I've seen him fight. He's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Solid.
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna say Petrino.
I'm with you on that. I
mean,
think he finishes him.
Either one of them fight. To be honest, the odds seem pretty close. It's almost even. So
that's all right. That's what we come to expect from your picks, and somehow you always get them right. Then we have Batista versus Kennedy.
I'm going with America, man.
All right, Josh.
You can't even say the person's name.
Batista. I like that name, man.
Josh just likes Dave Bautista. He's like, you know what? Probably related. Fuck. Oh my god.
Distant cousin. I don't know.
Josh, what do you got?
I'm going with Batista.
I know you are. You're not Josh. You're Jake. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right,
Jake. You're right. It's okay.
I know.
You're in
Jake.
your twilight years. You forget things. It happens.
Twilight years.
You know what, I was thinking about you earlier, like a nice venture. I'm calling it the GFL, the Geriatric Fight League. I think you could be on the inaugural card. It'd be good. It'd be good for you.
Listen to you motherfuckers. Just give me shit all day long. Here's the thing. I'm going to send you a video of my training yesterday. Hey, at least I'm in there every day training. And Zeke, my trainer, who's amazing, all-American wrestler and great coach for all of striking and wrestling. Yesterday we were doing some combos, and I said I'm gonna do a couple here with the 1-2, 1-1 uppercut, and then a couple of knees and the elbow, just for my boys out on the West Coast, to show them the speed that hasn't gone away. Yeah, whatever. Enough about me.
It was super fast. I had to put it in slow-mo just to see the hands. It was
damn
so
right.
fast.
Whatever.
It was too much for my camera. It glitched. I don't know. It was so fast.
That's why you're using your mobile phone, because you ruined your keyboard from watching me spar.
I had to order a new phone just so that I had the most up-to-date technology so I could watch it.
That's right. I mean, well, with the
lightning,
the ever-growing.
I don't know. I need you to stop sending videos because I can't afford to keep buying phones of how moist I get when I send them.
Okay, stop.
So
Back to the card.
I think Bautista takes it as well.
Okay. Jesus, thank God. Okay, now we've got Nurmagomedov.
We got another
Martinez.
We got another Khabib disciple and I believe family member, maybe his cousin.
It is. And Saeed, I believe, right? He's 17-2. We have Martinez, another American, who's 17-4.
Yeah. Well, I'll go first on this one. I've seen Nurmagomedov fight. Nurmagomedov.
Nurmagomedov.
I've seen him fight, not just in the UFC, but outside the UFC. The guy's solid. He's got a game all around. He's a better striker than a lot of the guys coming out of that camp. And
which matters.
He also has the wrestling down. He also has that sambo or whatever the hell they do.
As they're coming out of the womb there, the doctor is getting the baby from the mother's womb, I'll call it.
And they throw
they throw him right in there to start wrestling. That's how they begin their life.
wrestle bears, man.
They do.
I'm going with Nurmagomedov.
All right. Joshua.
As am I. They wrestle bears, man.
I know. All right. I'm going to go. This might be the first time I've ever happily picked someone from this camp, but I'm going to go with Nurmagomedov. All right. Next fight. Now, this fight was supposed to happen a while ago. I think this could be the fight of the night. Krylov versus Span.
Yeah,
these two are both of them are good, bad motherfuckers.
I was excited after weigh-ins. Everybody, there's a missed weight on this card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was glad to see that fights are still moving forward, and this one in particular, I'm super excited for. I want to see where Span goes from here.
Yeah. Span's dangerous, man. I mean, he's had some more losses than Krylov, but I'm gonna go with Span.
Are you?
Yep.
I think you're
That's
wrong.
Tough.
He's had 2 less losses than the other guy.
Yeah, but there is no such thing as MMA math.
All right.
I think there's something called MMA math, but I disagree with you. I think as much as I love Span, I'm a huge fan of his. I always love watching his fights, and I think you're right. This could absolutely be a fight of the night. I think it goes the distance, and it's a battle, but I think Krylov takes this one.
All right. So we've got 2 Krylovs and 1 Span. Moving on to the heavyweight division.
That's very wrong. I didn't even make my pick.
Yes, you did. I'm sorry. I thought you did.
Are we speaking for me?
No, I would never do that.
No, no, I didn't make my pick. I'm actually.
Are you putting words in his beard? What are you doing?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. You get lost in that fucking.
He's got the Russian
rug.
alphabet in that beard somewhere.
He's got a Flocati rug on his face.
Shit. It's not that classy.
It just tickles your thighs. Tickles your thighs.
So
Span. I'm going with Span.
See? All right. All right, now we got the heavyweights. Volkov versus Romanov. And this one's anybody's fight. Volkov, God, he feels like he's been fighting since 1943.
He's huge. He's immortal, I think.
How tall is Volkov?
705 feet tall.
No, he's like literally
6'7". He's 6'7".
Yeah, because I remember Dominic Cruz was interviewing him once, and and Dominic Cruz is not tiny. He's smaller than you guys.
You say that because he's your height.
He's 2 inches shorter than me. He's 5'8".
He's 5'6", just like you.
No, he's 5'8". I'm 5'10".
Jesus, you grow every time we come on
here. I am 5'10". I'm 6 feet tall with my my special boots, my combat boots.
With my special
boots. I'm working in my big black boots. So anyway.
Mama said these are my special shoes.
All right. This is a tough one to call. Let's see. Romanov is 16-1 and Volkov is 35-10. He's had 45 fights.
So Volkov, everybody's watched Volkov fight for a while. He's fought some of the best in the heavyweight division, and he's almost put away some of the most dangerous in the heavyweight.
He had Derek Lewis beat, and then Derek Lewis
did Derek Lewis things.
Isn't that the fight where he knocked him out in like the 3rd round or the final round or whatever?
With 8 seconds left.
But earlier today, Trump said I need to knock this Russian motherfucker out.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Derek Lewis is hilarious.
He's great, man. He's great. I don't see Volkov taking the W on this one. Right? I don't think he has the speed. He's got all of the ability. He really does, but I don't know. I think you got youth and a lot of momentum on the other side, and I think Volkov gets taken out. I think he gets knocked out in the first or second.
Joshua.
Yeah, I'm going with Romanov too. I think take it to his body, wear him out, and then knock him out. I mean, he's basically gut height between the two.
That's a good call.
We're gonna go 3 for 3 on this one, or 0 for 3, but I'm taking Romanov as well.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair call. It could be a great fight to watch, but
could be.
Yeah.
And now we have the main event: Pyotr Yan versus the Georgian DVALISHVILI, who really wanted to promote this fight and tried, and Pyotr Yan just didn't want to do it, and he's still bitter over the 3 losses he's had in a row. Is it 3 in a row, or did he have one fight between the Sterling fights?
No.
Yeah, so he's lost 3 in a row. I mean, he won the first Sterling fight if he doesn't knee him in the face, but
and some people would say he won the O'Malley fight.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people think he won the O'Malley fight. I don't. I think it was really close. But if you watch it and you watch it carefully, if damage is the number one thing that the judges are looking for, O'Malley. Well, let's face it. O'Malley turned Pyotr Yan into a wrestler.
Yeah,
strictly a wrestler.
Yeah.
And he can wrestle, but he's definitely more of a striker. I mean, he worked. He trained at Tiger Muay Thai with.
He's technically a phenomenal striker.
Yeah. No, the guy's a great fighter.
Yeah.
He seems kind of like a dick, but that's okay. He's a fighter. He's supposed to be. But this fight is interesting because I think DVALISHVILI is got heart, and he has a lot of energy and cardio for days. I've never seen him in a 5-rounder. I don't think he's been in a 5-rounder that I know of. It is where Yan obviously has. I think that the striking is obviously for Yan. I think wrestling wise though, and jiu-jitsu wise, I think DVALISHVILI maybe has the advantage.
Yeah, I would agree.
So that could make for a good fight, but Yan's tough to take down.
It's just because he's so compact, but so is DVALISHVILI.
Yeah.
So it's going to be speed. I think DVALISHVILI wins when it comes to the speed, not taking away from the speed of Yan because he is quick. But when it comes to wrestling and being able to feint and going for those takedowns, I think DVALISHVILI has the speed aspect on him. And I think DVALISHVILI's chin.
Yeah. Well, he's going to need it. He's going to need it.
So I don't think he's going to get rocked by Yan any worse than he's already been rocked before. And I just think DVALISHVILI's on his way up. I think he is a future championship contender.
Wow.
And I think he goes out there and he shows what he's got tonight and he beats Yan.
Big prediction coming from Jake. All right, Josh.
I'm gonna have to agree with Jake. I think, how you say his name, DVALISHVILI, whatever.
Close enough.
Pretty good, actually.
Won the last 8 fights in a row. He's, like Jake said, he's on his way up. I think Pyotr Yan's on his way out. He's lost 2 in a row, about to lose 3 in a row. Has he?
It would be 4 in a row. He lost 2 to Sterling and 1 to O'Malley.
Okay.
Do you have a fight in between there?
Yeah, so the DQ with Sterling was obviously an L, and then he beat Corey Sandhagen.
I asked you this, Jake, and you're supposed
I was wrong.
to be
I was wrong. I forgot that he fought Sandhagen.
And Sandhagen is a very good fighter.
He's a beast.
Never has a game plan, but if he did, he would. I think he could be champion too. All right, so you guys are both taking the Georgian, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that this fight for Yan is a do or die fight.
Agreed.
So I'm gonna go with Pyotr Yan, and because DVALISHVILI is due for, I think he's been trying to psych himself up for it so much so that tells me he's a little bit scared. Not scared to fight, but I think he knows what he's in for. Pyotr Yan's a badass.
I think he's already shown that he's in Jan's head.
Well, that's true too.
And that's what he's doing. He's in Jan's head, and I like it, man. And he's not doing it in a bad way. He's doing it in a good way, and he's showing respect while he's doing it. But I think he's in Jan's head, and I think Jan's in his own head when it comes to knowing that this is a huge fight for him. If he loses 4 in a row, he's
a winner, though.
He is a winner, but he hasn't won lately.
No, I'm gonna go with Piotr Jan because he has to. He's got to win. I'm looking to see who won that. Your Asuncao. Oh, Asuncao got submitted by Grant.
Wow. I love Asuncao. He was a nice dude. I was telling Jamie before this, Josh. I sat next to him at ADCC's when I was there in Vegas on day 2. Sat next to him, and I want to say it was his manager or his coach, but sat with him for a little while they were watching the show. It was pretty awesome. Nice dude. So sorry to hear that. I like him a lot.
My favorite picture that we posted is you and Jocko Willink. And Jocko seems really big until he stands next to Jake.
He's just thick, man. And his forearms look like my calves. It's crazy.
Didn't get the job you wanted? Good. More time to work on your resume.
I literally walked up. I was like, hey, I'm Jake. And he was like, good. And I was just like,
good.
Yep, I just went from 6 to midnight.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God.
I love that. I'm going to steal that.
He was super nice. That's from a movie, but
that's funny though. But you got to. I'm going to say it in like a bad radio voice. Well, I got to tell you, I just went from 6 to midnight watching.
Yeah.
Polyana Viana win the fight earlier.
Again, another reason I have to.
Actually, it was Lipsky. It was Lipsky who won the fight earlier. But anyway, all right, fellas. Hey,
time out, Jimmy. One last thing, Josh. Can you pan over your left shoulder real quick?
Oh, I don't want to see dead bodies.
Just real quick. No, just real quick. Pan over your left shoulder. That's a bathroom in there, right?
Yeah, I'm in my room.
Full plumbing.
No.
Shower, all that.
Just a tub.
It's just a room.
So do us all a favor. Hit leave when you're done and hop in there, buddy. I think everyone will appreciate it.
Whatever you do not shave that beard.
You shave it all off.
No.
It's winter. It protects.
I want that thing to be able to cover your nipples.
It's already got baby birds in it. What else do you want?
I don't know. I love it.
Baby bird here, chick there, whatever.
His beard literally looks like it's made out of fox and raccoon hair he pulled from the side of the road.
His beard looks like something one of the guys from Dagestan would put on their head.
That's true. Yeah, you can make a hat out of that thing. A big old smelly hat. That'd be great. Smell like cheese and regret.
I was gonna say it smells like hope.
Cheese and regret, and not even good cheese, like the powdered cheese off of Cheetos. That kind of cheese.
I love that, man. Joshua, I love you. There it is, folks. King of the Casuals, the episode number 87, and
holy shit.
UFC Fight Night. Piotr Jan versus DVALISHVIli, the up and coming Georgian. I've got Jan.
Mac. Dogs.
Nah. Jackie Mac forever. Jackie Mac forever.
Jackie Mac.
Not forever. Georgia Bulldogs. Dear Lord.
Wrong Georgia. Sorry.
Yeah, you look like a bulldog right now.
I think you look beautiful.
Let's end this.
You look beautiful.
I'm almost embarrassed. Jeez.
Don't be. I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. Me too. We did this whole thing without having to tell Josh to go take a shot. Well, we didn't. I told him to go take a shot.
Believe it or not, this is clean. I mean, talk to me tomorrow morning. It is Saturday night.
All right.
Or not. I'm closer to my shower day than I'm not.
I'm gonna go shower now.
Yeah, I feel like I need
I
one
just
too.
feel dirty.
I have to. After looking at you two, I've got to clean up. There it is, folks.
I understand that feeling.
Jackie Mac forever, king of the casuals. We'll
Jackie
see how
boy.
we do. All right. See you, boys. Bye-bye.
Hey.